Dilemma number 2. Is it wrong to date someone just because it feels good, knowing I don't want to date him long term? Well, hi girls. I've been dating this boy for about 10 months now. We really get along and I do love him. I'm just not in love with him. I've had a tragic past of toxic relationships where I wasn't appreciated, so this one feels really good as I'm finally being treated the right way. As I do enjoy our time together and I like how our relationship is growing, I just don't have butterflies. Whereas I do think he would be the perfect long-term boyfriend, I can't help asking myself whether I'm wasting my time with him or not, as I do want to marry someone who does give me butterflies. Are having no butterflies a red flag, or are butterflies a sign of anxiety in toxic relationships? What should I do? I think this last point that she said, like, are butterflies a good thing or a bad thing? I think that's really interesting.
Yeah, I when I was reading, I thought the same thing. But it's a tough one to answer because, I can say that I've gone into every relationship successful. Well, obviously some of them ended unsuccessfully, but, long-term relationship, having the butterflies. But I don't think that's a deal breaker because butterflies go away.
I think so too.
They don't last forever.
We should Google this, Millie. Maybe there's a thing called the butterfly theory.
Like, I think butterflies are what make the big, like, start of, like, chasing someone and, like, the fun of, like, dating. It's literally what makes it fun and, like, enjoyable. Yeah, because I know that for me, butterflies have always faded, so you can't really, you can't, just because you don't have butterflies doesn't mean it's not going to be the person for you.
Yeah.
Because they go away. And
yeah.
then what? And then that means they're not the person for you anymore? No. Obviously, you want to, like, really fancy them and, like, want to be excited by the idea of seeing them. But,
that's
like,
true.
Do you know what I mean?
I know. And there's, like, I've seen, like, online, like, in these quotes, my God, us with our quotes, I feel like this is becoming a quote podcast. But, like, I Pinterest a lot. I'm a Pinterest girly, and, like, I always see, like, I don't know, these quotes. I'm just obsessed. But one of those was, when you meet the one, you're not going to feel nervous. You're going to feel calm.
Yeah, I
because
agree.
Butterflies, like, it's anxiety. I'm sorry, but it is. It's not actual butterflies in your stomach, obviously. It's anxiety. Like, it's some sort of, like, nervousness and, like, okay, it can be called healthy stress. Mm-hmm. But what is, like, the line where it's, like, know what I mean?
I think I would describe it more as, like, excitement. To see that person, opposed to, like, feeling sick. Like, where you feel sick in your stomach. And in what people describe as butterflies in, like, a good way.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I don't know. I think I was more, like, nervous, like a good nervous, I would say.
Yeah.
Not, like, scared of, like...
Yeah.
I don't know. Because I think it's probably different for everyone.
I don't know. Like, I think it's not a bad thing that this girlie doesn't have butterflies. Because, like, as the quote says, if you meet the one, you'll feel calm and collected. Yeah. But just go with the flow. And I feel like if you know that, this is not the person for you, you'll know.
Exactly. I was going to say, you can't help how you need to make sure that you're feeling it, the relationship, and that it's like you're not just dating them for no reason, but also, like, you can't help how you feel. So if you aren't feeling it, you aren't feeling it.
But, like, she's saying, like, she does love him. She's just not in love with him. Like, she doesn't have the butterflies. I think just go with the flow, see where it goes. I
also don't think the butterflies are how you describe being in love with someone.
That's true. Like, also, you only fall in love after, like, a long period of time.
I genuinely think being in love with someone is, like, you have all kinds of love for them is what that means in my mind.
Yeah.
Not just, like, butterflies and, like, excitement. You, like, love them on a deeper level. Like, you genuinely care for them. Like, if something were to happen to them, it would be, like, soul-destroying to you kind of love.
Exactly. And that takes time.
Yeah.
So that's why I think go with the flow, see where it goes.
Because, like, feelings grow as well. I mean, I remember I had dated a guy once who I did not fancy whatsoever. I thought he was, like, he gave me, like, the ick at first. And then it turned into, like, I was obsessed. Over, like, 3 months. That's the only time that's ever happened to me. But that does happen.
It does happen.
Like, it's weird.
You grow to love someone.
Yeah.
As weird as it sounds.
Yeah.
Also, one last thing I want to say. Everyone comes in your life for a reason.
Yeah.
So even if it's not going to last with him, it's fine. You're not wasting your time. Maybe this guy just came in your life to show you how you should be treated.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
There's also there's a quote that I love.
Another quote.
And I think this is true for friends and for relationships, like boyfriend, girlfriend. You have friends for a reason, you have friends for a season, and you have friends for life. So like,
that's a beautiful quote.
Sometimes people are like, you know, I mean, it's self-explanatory,